Did you know there was a tiny, three-wheeled German microcar built specifically to beat rainy weather in the 50s? Meet the 1954 Kroboth Allwetter-Roller, a scooter that put a convertible roof on a motorcycle. Ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Timmy, today we're diving headfirst into the most over-engineered solution to bad weather since Bob duct-taped an umbrella to his bicycle, the 1954 Kroboth Allwetter-Roller. It's got three wheels, a cloth roof, an engine the size of a coffee grinder, and it thinks it's a car. But is it? Or is it just a scooter that went to therapy and came back identifying as a convertible? So if you've ever wanted to see what happens when a scooter, a car, and a raincoat have a love child, hit that subscribe button before Timmy tries to drive this thing across the Alps again. Let me set the stage. It's 1953 in Germany, and it's raining so much that even the fish are thinking of buying umbrellas. It's raining like the sky's got beef with two-wheelers. Scooters are slipping, sails are sinking, and the motorcycle industry's crying into its carburetors. Meanwhile, Gustav Kroboth, a man who literally made his fortune grinding poppy seeds, no joke, says, "Screw it, let's build a tiny car that fights back against the weather." So he gives us the Kroboth Allwetter-Roller, the all-weather scooter, with three wheels, two doors, and one big dream: to keep your pants dry. The thing looks like a snowmobile mated with a bread box. Rounded steel body? Check. Folding cloth roof? Check. Two little front wheels and one lonely rear one? Triple check. It had that kind of bell nose front that makes it look like it's always apologizing. Which, frankly, is more polite than Timmy after 4 beers and a karaoke rendition of Highway to Hell. Now here's where it gets spicy. This wasn't your average bubble car with handlebars. No. This bad boy had a real steering wheel, like a car. I believe the Messerschmitt drivers cried a little when they saw that. And to shift, you used a column-mounted 3-speeds stick with reverse. It was so fashionable at the time, I'm surprised it didn't come with cufflinks. Mechanically, it was a leaf spring Fiesta. Up front, transverse spring. Out back, a pair of longitudinal springs hugging the 175cc Sachs 2-stroke engine like it owed them money. And yes, it made about 9 horsepower. Not bad for a vehicle that weighed just around 250 kilos, that's 550 pounds. Top speed? A blazing 45 to 50 miles per hour. And oh, the brakes! Mechanical drums, 150 millimeters all around. They worked in the same way that Bob's Wi-Fi password 12345 technically works. Slow and with a bit of prayer. The Allwetter-Roller measured just 9 feet 2 inches, 2.79 meters in length, 3 feet 9 inches, 1.14 meters in width, and about 4 feet 1 inch, 1.25 meters in height. Small enough to park in a broom closet. And the seating! Oh, the seating! A bench wide enough for 2 adults and a tiny child, or 1 adult and Timmy with a bad hangover. The seat lifted up to reveal storage compartments next to the engine. You know, for groceries, tools, or in Timmy's case, emergency beer rations. It came with options too, a heater and even an electric starter if you didn't want to kickstart your morning with actual kicking. And with its removable side curtains and VW-sourced windshield, it was like the world's smallest convertible that still thought it was a real car. Production? Limited. Just around 55 units were made from 1954 to 1955 before Kroboth shut it all down, sold off the tooling, and became a driving instructor. I imagine his first lesson was, so, let's talk about how not to design a car. Now here's where it gets funny, or tragic depending on your investment strategy. Back in 1954, this thing cost about the same as a mid-range motorcycle, which made it affordable, if you were okay smelling like oil and despair. Fast forward to 2013, a fully restored Allwetter-Roller from the Bruce Weiner Microcar Museum sold at RM auctions in Scottsdale for a staggering $80,500. That's right, for a 3-wheeled sardine can with windows. Current market value? Around $50,000 to $60,000 in average condition, which is still more than what Bob paid for his entire bunker setup, including the alien detection radar and 600 cans of expired beans. Now, I'll be honest, I liked the Allwetter-Roller. It was clever. It had real effort behind it. It was Germany's rainy day answer to the scooter boom, and while it wasn't exactly graceful, it had heart. Like Timmy's fishing stories, deeply flawed, probably exaggerated, but unforgettable. Thanks for watching, folks. If you laughed, learned, or at least didn't fall asleep, consider becoming a channel sponsor. And we'll use that dollar to keep Timmy out of trouble, or at least out of the neighbor's hedge. Huge shout out to our amazing sponsors, the real heroes keeping this circus on three wheels. You're the reason we can afford fuel for our microcars, coffee for our sarcasm, and therapy for Bob after alien encounter. See you in the next one. Stay curious, stay dry, and for heaven's sake, don't let Timmy borrow your scooter.